Hello my dear friends, let us continue learning. Now in this session you have to understand a very important topic with respect to Eclipse IDE. If you ask me, sir, what is it? Which is the debugging mode in IDE. What is that, sir? Debug mode in Eclipse IDE. Certainly you will understand. Please do take the heading as the debug mode. We will understand the debug mode, but before that we want to learn one program. Based on the program we will have to learn debug mode. If you ask me, sir, what program? You will understand it. Take the question. Write a Java program to reverse the given number. Yeah. This is what is the question is being asked. Say supposing user will enter 1, 2, 3, 4. That is a number user has entered. You have to reverse the number. Means finally the output should be 4, 3, 2, 1. User will enter this. You have to give this. How to do it? Simple 3 lines of code. Many CS and IS students have mugged up or by hearted. But really they don't know what that would do. And these 3 steps you can use in multiple areas. What is that you will understand? If you will ask me, sir, okay, how to reverse a given number? Say supposing, just an assumption, that number is stored in a variable num, just an assumption. What I should do is first I have to take out the last digit. Number is made out of few digits, no? That last digit I will take out. I will give it to one variable called as reverse. That is what I would do. Sir, how to take out the last digit, sir? Simply if you will tell last digit I will take out, give it to a variable called as reverse. How to take out that last digit? If you want to take out the last digit from a number, you have to divide the number with 10 and get the remainder. As simple as it is. I repeat. If you want to take out the last digit from a number, divide the number with 10, take out the remainder. It will be the last digit only. Really, sir? Yes. If you want to see that 1234, that is a number 1, 2, 3, 4. If I will divide this number with 10, 123 is a 1230, remainder is 4. That is what I am telling you. If you want, supposing you have a number and if you want to take out the last digit, divide it with 10 and get the remainder. If you get the remainder, that remainder only will be the last digit. Whatever the remainder you have, that you give it to reverse, REV. Okay, sir. Next what? Next what means remove that last digit. After giving to this, remove that last digit. Sir, how to remove that last digit, sir, from the number? Very simple. If you want to remove the last digit from the number, again divide the number with 10. But this time don't take remainder, rather take quotient. I hope you know which is dividend, divisor, quotient and remainder in the division. I don't want to take you to first standard or second standard and teach you which is dividend, which is divisor, which is quotient and which is remainder. I hope all this you know. When a number is divided by 10, if you take the remainder, it will be the last digit of the number. When a number is divided by 10 and if you take the quotient, then it is like you are removing the last number. Take the quotient and give it to number. Last number is removed. Okay, sir. Next what? Again in this number, take out the last digit. How to take out the last digit? You know. Divide it with 10. Get the remainder. If you get the remainder, that only will be the last digit. That last digit, add it to this reverse. If you ask me, sir, how to add it? Like this you don't add. Reverse plus the last digit whatever we have taken, that give it to reverse. Like this don't add off. If you will add, what is existing reverse? 4. What is the digit? 3. What is 4 plus 3? 7. 7 will go and sit in reverse. I don't want to add it like this, because once I add it to reverse, I should get 43, not 4 plus 3. Ultimately, last digit should be taken, added to reverse, but not the normal addition. Then how to add, sir? Very simple. Look at it. 4. This 3, if you add, it should become 43, correct? In first, what did we have? 4. What is 4 into 10? 40. What is 40 plus 3? New digit? 43. 43. Means, whenever I tell you to add the new digit to reverse, please don't add it directly. Rather, first to multiply that existing reverse with 10. Whatever the result you get, for that add the digit. Work is over. Now, again we will continue. Look, 3 we have taken by dividing, 3 we have taken, that 3 we have added. Okay, sir, next what? Remove 3. How to remove 3? You know, divide the number with 10, take the quotient. Okay, sir, next what? New number you would get. In that number, again take out last digit. That digit you take out. How? Divide it with 10. Remainder you will get 2. That 2 add it to this. How, sir? Like this. 14 into 10 is 140. 140 plus 2 is 142. Correct. Sorry. 43 into 10 is 430. 430 plus 2 is 432. After adding, remove it. You will get one more new number. That number you take it out. How to take it out? Divide it with 10. 1 divided by 10. 10 zeros are 0. Remainder is 1. You will get that number. That number you add it to this. How, sir? Like this only. 432 into 10, 4320 plus 1, 4321. Remove this. Number will become 0. Stop it. When number becomes 0, go and see in reverse. Number would be reversed. So, only 3 things I did. If you ask me, sir, what 3 things? Took out the last digit from a number. After taking out last digit to number, I gave it to reverse number. After giving it to reverse number, I removed the last digit from a number. This I did again and again and again. As long as number is not 0, if number becomes 0, I stopped it. As soon as I stopped, in the reverse, I had that reverse number. So simple. Only 3 things. Take out the last digit, add the digit to reverse, and remove the last digit from a number. Do this until the number becomes 0. As soon as the number becomes 0, see in reverse, you will have the reverse number. Correct only. Oh, okay, sir, we understood. How to write the logic, sir? Logic is very, very simple. Watch it. This is what is the logic. Say, supposing a number is given to you like this, one number is there. Like this, one number is there. Declare one variable called digit to store the digit. Declare one variable called as reverse to store the reverse number. First, what you have to do? You have to divide that number by 10 and take out the remainder. What else will give you remainder? If you take the remainder, that only is the last digit. That only is the last digit. That only you see. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 by 10. What is the remainder? 4. That only is the last digit. Now, whatever the digit you get, that digit, please add it to reverse, not directly. First, multiply it with 10 and add. Whatever the result you get, that you store it in reverse. Initially, say supposing in the reverse I have 0 initially. Number divided by 10, what is the remainder? 4. 4 you store it in digit. Reverse into 10, what is 0 into 10? 0. What is 0 plus 4? 4. 4 you give it to reverse. Done. Okay, sir, next what? Next, remove that 4. How will you remove that 4? You have to divide that number by 10 and get the quotient. This will give you remainder, this will give you quotient. That result you give it to NUM number. So that number 1, 2, 3, 4 I am dividing with 10. I am getting the quotient 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3 you give it a number. 1, 2, 3 it will become. Should I stop? No. I have to continue these three things as long as this number is not equal to 0. If this number is equal to 0, control will come out. You can directly print system.out.println. This is the reversed number, like that you can print off. This only is the logic to reverse a number. That only is the logic. Take the last digit, add it to the reverse number, remove the last digit. Take the last digit, add it to the reverse number, remove the last digit. Keep these two in your mind, especially these two in your mind. It will be used in many places. How do you remove the last digit? How do you take out the last digit? How do you completely remove the last digit? Taking out is different, removing is different. In 1, 2, 3, 4, if you want 4, tell the number mod 10. In 1, 2, 3, 4, if you want 1, 2, 3, 4 has to be removed, then divide it with 10. If you want to reverse it, keep on adding to the reverse and do this until that number is not equals to 0. If it becomes 0, 100% the number would have reversed. This is the logic. First, copy the logic. Try to convert this logic to code. Write the main method. Take the input from the keyboard, scanner class, create a scanner object. Then write this logic, convert this logic to working code. Few minutes time I would give. First, completely write the logic, convert it to code. Once it is done, we will move ahead. Try to write the code on your own. Now you are capable. Try to write it. Pause the video and complete it. I don't know whether you have completed or not. If you have not completed, pause the video. Try writing the code on your own. Then you continue, but I would continue. I would write the complete code. Carefully watch it. This is that code. What I will do is I will write one class like this. This is that class called reverse number, or class sample. I would write like this, sample. Inside this class sample, I will have the main method, public static void main, which would accept the string of args inside the main method. Inside the main method, I have to take the input from the keyboard. So scanner object I would create like this, scanner. Scan equals to new scanner of system.in. Next I would tell system.out.println, enter a number, like that I would tell. By seeing this message, user would enter the number. I would collect it by telling scan dot next int, and I would store it in a variable called as num, which is of type integer. Now I have a number. Number is what I have. I have to reverse this number. How do you reverse this number? For that only you have to write that logic. Probably I will have one variable called as digit, like this I would have. Not only that, one variable called as reverse. Initially I will keep 0 in it. Next what I will do is I will write that logic. What is the logic? As long as this number is not equals to 0, I have to remove, I have to take out the last digit. How will you take out the last digit? Like this, number, divide it with 10, take the remainder, that you store it as digit. Now you got the last digit. That last digit, whatever you have, take it and add it with actually reverse, but not simply add it with, multiply it with 10 and add it. Whatever the result you would get, that you actually give it back to reverse. After giving, you have to remove the last digit from the number. How will you remove? Like this. Take the number, divide it with 10, get the quotient. That quotient only will be removing of that last digit of the number, store it in num again. Do this again and again and again as long as number is not equals to 0. If number becomes 0, control will come out. I would tell system.out.println reversed number is, below that again system.out.println whatever is there in reverse. That is the opening of the main method. Possibly this is the closing of the main method and closing of the class called as sample. Done. Will it execute? That is what we have to see. Open the Eclipse. This is that Eclipse. See that sample class fully, main method. We have the scanner object creation, complete code you have. That is a logic of reversing a number, everything we have. Now I would right click, run as Java application. It is asking me enter a number. I would enter 1, 2, 3, 4. As soon as I click on enter, this logic would get executed, number would be reversed, and reverse number I would see. Enter. Correct. Working fine. 100% it is working fine. Working fine, sir. So what? See, say supposing you have written this program. Just an assumption. Now you have written a valid program, it is working. Say supposing you have written this program, you have written it, no compilation error is there. Compilation error only is not there. But when you execute, correct output is not coming. Just an assumption. What will you do? What will you do? I repeat, you have written this program, compiler did not show any error, so you executed it. As soon as you execute, whatever the output you are expecting that did not come, what will you do? What will I do, sir? I will open the Eclipse and I will be seeing where is the mistake, where is the mistake. I will scratch my head and I will be seeing, sir, like how it is written on your t-shirt. I will be staring at the code until I get where is the mistake. That is one option. That is one option. See, some mistake is there, that is why you are not getting the output. Now I have written a good program working. I am telling you, assume it is not working. What will you do? Keep on staring it. Where is the error? Where is the error? Where is the error? Like this. Or start debugging it. What is it, sir? Debugging. Debugging means line by line executing. When you execute this program line by line, where what is happening, everything you will come to know. Say supposing there is a mistake at some place, you can identify. Or this is one perspective. You have a mistake, compiler did not give any error, executed, the output did not come, you want to check where the mistake is. Line by line you execute and go. That line by line executing only is called as debugging. This is one perspective of using debugging. The other perspective is, say supposing someone has given you one code. I have given you this code. You are not understanding the code. Working code only, but you are not understanding it. At that time also, use debug or use debugging. Use the concept called debugging. Again I am telling you, what is debugging? Line by line executing. Until you tell execute next line will not get executed. Until you tell execute next line will not get executed. Like that you execute. You will understand the code if you have not understood, or if there is a mistake somewhere, you will understand of where is the mistake. So don't simply stare at the code if something is not working. If your code has some issue, don't simply keep on staring at where is the error, where might be the error, like that. Don't stare it. Use debugging mode or use the concept of debugging. Oh, this is where we have to use debugging, sir. Debugging means line by line execution. How to line by line execute, sir? This code, right click, run as Java application. 1, 2, 3, 4, if I give, immediately 4, 3, 2, 1 it is coming. How to line by line execute? Here is where the concept of debugging mode will come into existence in Eclipse. Debugging mode. How to use debugging mode is what I would tell you. Go there. Open the Eclipse. Well, normally if you will execute, it will execute off. If you want to debug it, you have to be in the debugging mode. If you will ask me, sir, how to go to debugging mode? Look at there towards the top right. You have an open perspective button. Look at there. Just click on that. Many options you would get. Look the third option, debug. Just click on that debug. Now whatever you are seeing here, this is called as debug mode. Okay sir, debug mode. Next what? What is debugging? Line by line execution, correct? Now if I will right click, debug as, look, you have an option, debug as Java application. Well, it is asking enter a number to reverse. Probably I would tell 1, 2, 3, 4. Click on enter. 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, what build up you gave, sir? Debug means line by line execution. Go to debug mode. Third option, debug. Where, sir? 1, 2, 3, 4 I have given. 4, 3, 2, 1 that gave off. Where debugging happened? Line by line execution where happened? All at once executed, got the output. In debugging mode, if you will not tell from where line by line execution should happen, your Eclipse, will simply execute and will give off the output like that. What I am trying to tell is, look at it. Say so many lines of code is there. So many lines of code is there. Say supposing, just an assumption. From here until here everything would work fine, that I know. From here till here, how it is working I don't know, or I have some problem. I want to debug and see. I have to line by line execute and see. So what I will do is, I will place a breakpoint here at this line. Just an assumption. My assumption is until here everything would work. From here something is going wrong, or I am not understanding the code. So I want to debug and check. I have to line by line execute and check. So I will place a breakpoint there, exactly at that line. Now what would happen if you will ask me? If you will debug it, until here every line fastly would get executed. From here, slowly line by line, line by line, line by line would get executed if you tell it to execute. Oh really sir, really line by line would get executed now? Yes. Carefully watch it. Open the Eclipse. Look at there. Look at that line wherever REV equals to 0. Now say supposing there you want to place the breakpoint. What you have to do is just click on that line number. You can see the line number 9 I guess. Now right click, toggle breakpoint. Means keep breakpoint there is what I am telling. You can see that blue dot, blue mark, which shows there, from there the execution would happen line by line. Before that everything would get executed fastly. Now if you will right click, debug as Java application, it is asking you to enter a number. Enter 1, 2, 3, 4. Look where the control stopped. Control has exactly stopped at this line. If you want, you can see it has stopped here. Means until here everything got executed. Here only it stopped. Exactly here it stopped. If you can see here, that line only got highlighted. Okay sir, if I want to go to next line, if you want to execute, see this line did not get executed. Until here it got executed. It stopped here. If you want to execute this line and go to next line, you have to press F6. F6. This you have to press. F6 if you will press, this line would get executed, control will go to next line. Oh, really sir? Show us sir. Watch it. Look at it. Where is the control? In that line. I would press F6. You see what would happen. Control executed that line, came to next line. Look at that variable tab. Look at that variable tab. What is there in reverse now? 0. Means that line got executed. In the while, means here the control is. Again press F6. Control came here. This line got executed, control came here. Correct. Number is not 0. 1, 2, 3, 4 is the number. That is what is the input we have given. Number is not 0. You came inside. Again press F6. Control, execute this line, came to next line. Look at the digit. 4. That is what you have in the variable. Control is here now. Again press F6. That line got executed. This line got executed. Control came next. Look at reverse. Reverse now got 4. Again press F6. Again if you will press F6, this line got executed. Control went back. Look at the number now. Number has 1, 2, 3. Like that again and again, because it is in the loop. Again 1, 2, 3 is not 0. F6. 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 Look at those variables. How it is changing. F6. 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 Control will go back. Now if you will press F6, control will come outside like that. Look at the reverse what it has now. Look at the number what it has now. Reverse has reverse number, number has 0. Now if you will press F6, reverse number would be printed. Again press F6. 4, 3, 2, 1 you are getting as the output. I hope I am completely clear about how to line by line execute the code and debug your code. If you are a developer, I am telling you 70% of the times you would be using this debugging mode, because many a times you will write some code, 70 to 80% your code would be working, somewhere 20% it will not be working. Where it is not working you want to check. So line by line you will execute and see. Or say supposing one developer is working on one probably project, he left the job. Now you are in charge to continue. What code he has written, how will you understand? So again debug what he has done. Debug and check, understand the code. This is what pretty much would happen in the IT industry if you are a developer. But I have a small problem here. If you will ask me, sir, what problem? Carefully watch it. Say supposing, just an assumption, this code I don't want to keep it here. I will erase it, but this code I don't want to keep it here. Probably I will write one more class like this. This is that class called reverse number. Well, inside this class reverse number, I will write one method like this. Static int reverse number. Like that one method I would write. This fellow would accept one integer number as input. Now that method I am writing to reverse a number. This is the reverse number code. Same logic I would write here. Watch it. Not even a single line of code I would differentiate. Same logic I would write. Look. Int digit. To get that last digit, I would tell int reverse, in that I will place 0. And I would tell as long as this number is not equals to 0, then take out the last digit by dividing the number by 10. Divide the number by 10 and take out the digit. That is what I would tell. Like this. Look at it. Take the number, divide it with 10. Whatever the result you get, store it in digit. Okay, sir. Next what? The other lines of code I would write. Whatever is there in reverse, multiply it with 10. For that, add digit. Whatever the result you get, store it in reverse. You want to remove the last number, divide the number by 10 and store it in number. This you do as long as this number is not equals to 0. If number becomes 0, come out and return the reverse. Return the reverse number. That is the opening of the method. This is closing of the method. That is the opening of the class reverse number, closing of the class reverse number. Now what I will do is I will remove all this because this code is written there. This code I would not write here. Like this. Initially I will tell enter a number. He would enter a number, I will collect it in num. That number only I have to reverse. For that only I have written this method. This method is a static method. Of course, you know why I have made it static, because if I will not make it static, I want to create the object of this and call. After calling this object becomes nonsense object or waste object. Why should I do it? Without creating the object I want to call, hence I made that method as static. Now what I will do is I will call that method like this, reverse number dot, using the class name. Reverse number dot, I will call that method reverse number like this, and I will pass that number. Control from here will go to that place wherever body of the method is written, execute all these lines of code. He is bringing me that reverse number. I will collect it in rev, which is of type integer, and I would tell system.out.println what to print, this to print. Look, reversed number is, in the next line I would tell system.out.println print whatever is there in reverse. That is the opening of the main method, possibly closing of the main method and closing of the class called as sample. Okay sir, next what? Carefully watch this. Now say supposing this is the program. This is the program. I would execute and see whether it is working fine or not. First, open the Eclipse. I would right click, run as Java application. Enter the number again, it is asking 1, 2, 3, 4. I will click on enter. What is the output? 4, 3, 2, 1. Program is executing fine. Simple. Whatever I have written in one class, the same code I have separated. That reverse number logic I have separately kept in a separate method. That is what I did. Program is working fine. Now this program, if I want to debug, well, I can debug. Sir, how to debug? Again, I would place the breakpoint here. Look at it. Here I would place the breakpoint. What do you mean by that? Until here all lines would get executed. From here, line by line execution would happen. Am I not correct? That is what is the meaning. Now I would open the Eclipse again. Look, it is in the debug mode. Look, I have created the breakpoint there only. Look at that line, created the breakpoint there. Now what I will do is I would right click, debug as Java application. This is the interesting point. Look, where the control is, which line is getting highlighted? Exactly this line only is getting highlighted. This line only is getting highlighted. Means until that line everything got executed. It is asking enter the number, we will enter. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Look at it. That line only is getting highlighted. Exactly this line only is getting highlighted there. If you see. Means until this line everything got executed, this line is not executed. If you will tell F6, this line would get executed, will come to next line. That is what would happen. Look, F6. That line got executed. Look at the variable. What does reverse have? Again, if you will press F6, reversed number is. Again, if you will press F6, 4, 3, 2, 1. Correct. Program is working fine, but if you will carefully see how line by line execution should have happened. Remove the Eclipse. Look at it. This is how it should have happened. You are here. From here, because equal to operator is right to left associative, you are calling a method. Control from here should go here. That is the next line. Am I not correct? That is how execution would have happened. Otherwise, how will reverse get off 4, 3, 2, 1? There is the logic that should have got executed. From here, control should go here. Line by line execution should happen. Once it sees reverse, means return. Control should return, give that to rev, then this line should get executed. Did it happen now? No. Control was here, I pressed F6, control came here, I pressed F6, control came here, I pressed F6, control came off, gave the output. That is what has happened. That is the problem with F6. F6 100% will execute the contents one line after the line. If there is a method call, the control will not be taken into the method call. If you use F6. Okay, sir, if I want to go inside the method call, You have a method call. If you want to go inside the body of the method and execute that body, what should I do? If you want to go inside the method body, use F5. That is what you have to do. If you want to go inside the method body, you have to use F5. Oh, really, sir? How, sir? Watch it. Open the Eclipse. Right click, debug as Java application. Enter a number it is asking. 1, 2, 3, 4. See which line got highlighted? This line means control is here now. This line still not got executed. Until here it has got executed. This line did not get executed. If you will press off F6, control will come off here. Don't press F6. Press F5. If you will press F5, control will go to body of the method. Look at it, F5. See where is the control? It went there. Again I will press F5. Look, reverse got 0. Means that line got executed, came to next line. It is in the while. Again I will press F5. While got executed, came to the next line. F5, look at the digit what it has. F5, look at the reverse. F5, look at the number. Again the control is in the while. Again F5, look at the digit. F5, look at the reverse. F5, look at the number. Either you tell F5, F5, F5 or tell F6, F6, F6. Once you go inside, F6, 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 F6 you have to tell. Because again line by line. So point is very, very simple. If you have a method call and if you want to go inside the method, press F5. Once you go inside this, press F5 or F6, whatever it is. Okay, sir. Now if I will again press F6, okay, F6, 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 look at that. The control is in the return. Exactly, it is in the return. It is in the return. Am I not correct? Okay, sir. Next what? If I will want to go to next line, F6 I will press. Look, F6. Control came back. Now again if I will press F6, look at the reverse. Look at the reverse. Reverse has 4, 3, 2, 1. Again if you want to go to next line, F6. Look, F6. System.out.println. F6. System.out.println. F6. You are seeing the output. So point is very, very simple. If you want to execute the contents line by line, use F6. But F6 will not take you inside the method. If you want to go inside the method, say supposing you have a method call and if you want to go inside the body of the method, use F5. Once you go inside it, if you want you can press F5 or press F6 to go to the next lines. Anything is fine. Both are fine. But again you have a problem. Say supposing here you have some other method call. This method is calling some other method. If you press F6, it will not go there. It will come off outside. Here if you will press F5, if you have a method call, to that method it will go. F5 is always used to go inside the method. If method is not there, method call is not there, F5 if you will press, it will come to the next line. For example, look, from here to here, you can come by using F5 also, F6 also, fine. But here, from here to here, if you want to come, F6 you can use, F6 you have to use. F5 if you will use, it will go there, execute all by telling F5 or F6, then it will come back. Whenever there is a method call, if you press F5, it will go to the method body. Whenever there is no method call, if you press F5, it will go to the next line. Whenever there is a method call or not, if you will press F6, it will go to the next line. It will never go into the method body. I hope my point is very, very clear. So, to tell it in a single sentence, if you want to go to the next line, better use only F6. If you don't want to go inside the method, but simply line by line, line by line, line by line execution should happen, better use F6. If you want to go inside the method call and execute the method contents, then use F5. I hope I am completely clear. This is how a debug mode would work. Apart from F6 and F5, many other keys also would be used in the debugging mode. Sometimes people will use F7, sometimes people will use F8. This 2 is left for your research. This 2 I have told you. F6 to go to the next line, F5 to go inside the method call if the line has method call. If it has method call, if it does not have method call, it will not go. For example, here if you will press F5, here if you will press F5, what method is there to go inside? It will not go. You will just print and go to the next line. So F5, F6 I have told. F7, F8, you may will have to research and tell what is the use of F7 and F8. I hope I am completely clear. Well, what you can do is you can copy this example. By the end of this lecture, you would get the notes with respect to the debugging mode. Just copy the notes. We'll stop this session here. We'll meet you in the next session. Until next session, please do take care of yourself. Happy coding and goodbye.
I had a lot of gap, so that was my tension actually. Where will I cope with them, or will I get behind them? Like when we need to do something, we need to learn it by ourselves. That's the thing what I learned from coders. Afterwards, when I came back to India again, I started with the same, like attend the classes in the morning, do some of the assignments at the night. Hi, I'm Devi. I have completed my MTech in Digital Communication and Networking from GSSS College, Mysore. Actually, I was going through some Google search and all. Some of my friends told me as well. So I heard it from them, and also I searched myself as well, the Google. I had a gap in my career because I had not started at all my career. So I was into a fact that okay, I should get a company and get a teaching where I can improve myself and get in touch with the same concept whatever I had left like 3-4 years back. So that was my aim, and I was expecting that from any organization whichever I joined. Placements, I would say like it's a good one actually. But I would say like I got little less placements because my year of pass out was 2017 MTech pass out. So there was a little bit delay. Like I thank everything to the codeness, because I don't know if I joined some other organization, I would not say like I would have been the same picking up rapport and all. Like when we need to do something, we need to learn it by ourselves.